I expected a golf bag in the mail. So imagine my surprise when I got this. Not exactly a golf bag, yet despite that, this is actually one of the better golf bags I have reviewed in recent memory. How does that work? Well, let's talk about it. Oh, and one quick thing I want to mention is when I got this Sunday bag, I also got something else that totally caught me off guard and I wasn't expecting, and we're going to talk about what that was at the end of the video as well. This is the Vessel Sunday golf bag, and despite having reviewed most Vessel bags, I have never reviewed their Sunday bag, so I was really excited. Now, it's a premium model, $199 for a bag that admittedly you're not going to use all the time. A Sunday bag is a bag you take out, maybe you're taking a half set, maybe you're going out for an emergency 9, maybe you're just doing a casual round and you want it to be kind of fun and something super lightweight. That is what a Sunday bag is for. So not everyone's gonna wanna spend $200 on a bag you're only gonna use a little bit of the time that doesn't even have a built-in stand. But if you are the type of person that wants that, then this becomes exceedingly cool. So let's talk first impressions. So I got this and I thought that I had no idea that this is how it was gonna show up. And so I thought this was the bag, that the bag was inside. This looked like a shoe bag or like a big dop kit or something like that, but no, this is the bag. You unzip this here, and then you pull this out here, and then this all comes out of the main pocket. So just like that, boom. Takes a little finagling and a little getting used to. But yeah, so the main ball pocket right here, that's what it all shoves into. And then from there, comes with this little dowel that you place in the top of the bag so you have some structure, and you now have what might be the most portable golf bag I've ever seen. So here you go. This is the Vessel Sunday bag, and once I actually figured out how this works, I got it set up, I gotta say, I was really impressed because there are a handful of touches that I wasn't necessarily expecting that come on this bag. So the first touch is the velour lining. So across the top, you've got this nice velvety texture and you get the same on the single shoulder strap that it comes with. Shoulder strap, by the way, very comfortable, very well padded. And because this is such a light bag and you're generally not necessarily carrying a full set of clubs, it works really well. But I will say, even if you do put a full set of clubs in here, it still carries surprisingly well. Definitely not as nice as having like the full backpack straps and the Vessel like equilibrium setup, but for a bag that's as small and as light as this, I had no trouble carrying this thing around with a full set for 9 holes. Second touch that I wasn't expecting, the genuine leather handle. So usually with less expensive and lighter weight golf bags, you will start to see like some of the materials get skimped a little bit. Instead of like this velour, you might have like a mesh that doesn't feel as good. Instead of a genuine leather handle, you might get a synthetic leather handle. And so the fact that we're seeing some of these high-end touch points in, you know, I say cheaper. This is a $200 Sunday bag, so obviously that's a lot for what it is, but most Vessel bags come in at double the price, if not more. So just seeing the build quality on this lesser model or smaller bag, I thought has been really impressive. On top of the genuine leather handle, you're also getting genuine leather zipper pulls. So you've got a valuables pouch up here that is lined on one side. It's definitely not going to protect a watch or something quite as well as like one of their full-size bags. It is soft lined on one side, but the other side is just this thin nylon. So because of that, if you have a nice watch or something like that, it's definitely not going to be as protected in here as it would be in any kind of regular golf bag valuable pouch. But it is nice to see some of those little touches, like the fact that this is still soft lined. But zipper pulls, genuine leather, zipper pull down here, genuine leather. Just very nice attention to detail things that make this bag feel like it's worth the money. As far as function on a golf course, it is a Sunday bag, so you're not necessarily getting a whole lot of extra features in terms of function. So up top, you have a two-way club divider, but there's no like full-length club dividers. You put them in, they're all going into the same place. So if you are carrying closer to a full set, you might have a little bit of club tangle, but for the most part, that was not an issue for me when I was testing it out. You have the valuables pouch up here, like I mentioned, and then you have the one main kind of catch-all pouch down at the bottom for balls, tees, gloves, all of that stuff. And like I said, when you're done using it, this all folds back into this to be very portable. So for me, I look at this bag like how I would use it. We go over to Central Oregon all the time. There's a par 3 course in Sun River that we go to. This is perfect for going out playing 9 holes by yourself or with your kid or something super casual where you only need a handful of clubs. The fact that this packs down so much so I can literally just toss it in the back of the car, and when I'm ready to use it in like 30 seconds, have it all set up and not have to carry my full set of clubs on a round like that, that's where something like this I think is going to be super valuable. That kind of par 3 course, you're going to the range, range. You know, it lacks a lot of the creature comforts. It doesn't have a stand, so you're gonna be putting it on the ground. You only got a single strap. You only got 2 pockets, but that's not a surprise or atypical for Sunday bags of this style. Hey, real quick, just so you know, if you do decide this is the right bag for you and you click the link below and buy the product, I will get a commission on that. Totally do not care whether you buy this or any other golf bag. Everything I do here is to help you find the right products for your needs. I figure if I can do that truthfully and honestly, then no matter what, I'm gonna be just fine in the long run, and hopefully it helps you enjoy your game of golf a little bit more by finding the right products that are actually a good fit for you. That being said, if you did find this video helpful and you do decide to buy a bag, then clicking that link allows me to continue to make videos like this for you. So take that for what it's worth. Totally cool either way. Let's get back to the review. The question is should you buy it, and what are some other options that might also be a good fit? So in my mind, the closest bag that I've tested to this is the Jones Player Series. That's the Jones Sunday bag that's the same price, and both have different pros and cons. I think that the Jones definitely wins on that kind of vintage meets modern aesthetic. That is a really cool looking golf bag, but it also doesn't pack down quite as well as this. It's not quite as light as this. So it's really that like more vintage aesthetic versus more modern aesthetic, and that convenience of packable versus non-packable. But really with those two, it just kind of comes down to what do you prefer the look of the best? Both of them are really cool. Both of them do a really good job, and both of them are niche products that you're not going to be using all the time. On the less expensive, but more versatile side of things, you can go with a Sunday golf bag. So for instance, the Sunday Golf Loma bag, that was their original bag that I think looks kind of funny. It's only going to be good for like a half set of clubs at most, but it's quite a bit more affordable, and it has a built-in stand, so it's got some added functionality benefits there, but it definitely doesn't have the cool factor or the aesthetics or the vibe that either the Jones or this Vessel bag has. So I think the person that's looking at this Vessel Sunday bag is just kind of a different golfer, a different consumer, kind of looking for a different thing than someone that's likely to go out and buy one of the Sunday Golf Sunday bags. It's always confusing. Sunday Golf Sunday bag. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So all that to say, should you buy this bag? If you're intrigued by this bag, if you like the idea of this bag, if it looks good to you, if the $199 price point isn't an issue for you, by all means, the Vessel Sunday bag is very, very good. I've been super impressed with it. The build quality, despite being a much lower price, is as good as any of their other bags. Just keep in mind, it still is a Sunday bag, so don't expect a whole bunch of fancy bells and whistles, but the fancy bells and whistles and those little attention to detail that they do have, they did a really good job of. Is this bag going to be for everybody? Absolutely not. Is this bag going to be your one and only golf bag? Absolutely not. But if it appeals to you, if you do like everything that I talked about, everything that I said, everything you've seen, then 100% I think you should go out and buy it. It is definitely a cool bag, and it's one that's, frankly, is going to get a lot of use in my golfing world this summer. But while you might think this video is done, I got one more thing I want to say because I'm kind of surprised by it. This shirt, apparently, Vessel now makes apparel. Just in the last few weeks, Vessel has rolled out a full apparel line with a couple different polos, shorts, pants, hats, which I had no idea they were doing. And honestly, I was a little concerned when I found out they were doing it, because to go from bags to apparel, like that's two very different skill sets. But I am happy to report that I'm actually really impressed with the apparel they have put out, considering it's their first go at apparel. I talk about this often, that usually I feel like new apparel brands, it takes them a few iterations, it takes them a couple seasons to really dial things in and get it right. And with Vessel being such a high-end brand and knowing that they have good attention to detail, I was curious to check out the apparel and see if it fell into that trap, or if they've been working on it long enough and because of that attention to detail, they really nailed it. And I gotta say, I'm impressed. So this is their Performance PK Polo. That is my go-to, that is my favorite. So I really prefer a PK fabric as opposed to traditional, more performance fabrics. I feel like they hide things better. I feel like it fits better. I feel like they wick moisture better. And so the fact that they launched with a PK Polo is something I was really happy with. I also like the fact, you can kind of see this, they kept it really clean. There's a small little Vessel Polo on the back shoulder, which doesn't bother me, but they didn't go like over the top with branding. It's not like Vessel. Like, I like the fact that it's understated. I like the fact that I don't feel like I'm a walking billboard when I'm wearing their clothes. And this shirt actually fits really well. The sleeves are a nice length. It's big enough to have a little bit of room, but still tailored enough to make me look good. It's long enough so that you can tuck it into your shorts and your pants without coming loose, but it's not so long that it feels like you're swimming in it or you have too much material. And the collar stays up really nicely. There's also this kind of subtle embroidered pattern up here, which I think looks really nice and just this is something a little bit different than what you've seen from other brands. The price point for this, as you might expect, it's definitely still premium. I think this shirt is $115, which is gonna put it right in line with Holderness and Bourne, with G4, with Red Van Lee, any of those kind of higher end golf apparel companies. So I've played one round in this so far, which has been very comfortable. It's great. I also feel like it's subtle enough. It's not like screaming golf that I can wear it to a barbecue or out to dinner or over to friends, or just wear it somewhere off the golf course, which I don't always feel like is something you can do with every other polo. Along with that, I am excited to try out some of the other models, their pants, their shorts, a couple of the other polos. They've got some like performance t-shirts as well. But as of now, this is my favorite piece I've seen. This is the one that I've actually tested. So I just figured this would be a good opportunity to mention that, hey, Vessel has apparel now, and they actually have done a pretty good job with that. So if that's interesting to you, and you're interested in that Sunday bag, then you might go take a look. But with that, my name is Sean Ogle. I'm the founder of this thing here, Breaking 80, where we talk about cool golf products and cool golf courses. If you got some value out of this, maybe consider dropping a comment. If you have any questions about this bag or the apparel or anything else golf bag related, I have tested way too many of them. And if you're not sure what to watch next, I would go take a look at this video right here. With that, I hope you have an excellent day. We'll see you on the next video. Peace.